Hello, my name is January Fox, and I am the Director of Policy, Advocacy, and Community Engagement at Prism Health North Texas. Do you remember your first time? Your first time voting, that is. I was 18 and had just heard then Governor Ann Richards speak at a rally in Austin. I immediately went to the early voting center that was conveniently set up right next door and cast my very first vote. Let's hear from other members of the Prism Health North Texas community as they share their first time.
Hello, I'm Dr. Deborah Morris Harris, Chief Medical Officer at Prism Health North Texas. I can remember my first time voting, and it was many years ago during the civil rights struggle. And I'm reminded that many people gave up their lives, went to jail, and were very vocal in protesting the injustices that they had experienced within our country. If we're ever to achieve equity within the country, voting is essential.
Hey there, John Carlo. You wanted to know what my first time for voting was like. And honestly, I can't remember my very first time, but I can remember it's the first time that I was able to vote in my neighborhood where we had first bought our house. And it was the first time after, being in school for 26 years and finally had a house with a yard and was able to walk to the voting place. It was the school right down the street. And I remember voting. It must not have been a big, important election, but I remember it was voting at about 6 o'clock, and there were only 56 people that had voted in front of me. And I was just thinking, like, wow, this is amazing that in this precinct that only 56 people vote. And it really reminded me of how important it is.
Hello, my name is Dorothy Jones, and I'm the Director of Operations for Prism Health North Texas in the Dental Services Division. And when I think back about the very first time that I voted, I was a sophomore in college and I got to vote in the 2008 presidential election. Myself, along with many of my peers, it was our very, very first time voting, so it's exciting, it was something new for us, and we're glad that we were able to take that journey together.
My name is Billy Layton, and I'm the chair-elect for the Board of Directors of Prism Health North Texas. I've served on the board since 2016. My first time. That's been a very long time ago. I'm not sure that I remember the first time. What I do remember is that I was 18 years old and I voted as soon as I could.
Hello, my name is Joey and I'm a member of Prism Health Board of Directors. I first voted in 1976 when I turned 18, and that experience was so much to me because I felt like I was able to become part of an American process of democracy.
Hello, my name is Vanetta Cooper. I am the testing coordinator here at Prism Health North Texas. My favorite part about when I first voted was actually registering. I felt like a sense of accomplishment. When they first sent me my card in the mail with my name on it, I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. So when they first opened up early voting, I was like, okay, I was in line at 7 o'clock in the morning, waiting to go vote, because I thought, it was going to be a long line. And when I got done, I got like a little sticker. And so I just felt like, I was like, okay, my voice matters. My voice matters.
Voting is important to me because it is the cornerstone of our democracy. As a woman and a Latina, I have not always had this right, and I do not take it for granted. Many people shed ample blood, sweat, and tears to ensure I have a say in which lawmakers will create policies that impact the water I drink, the quality of schools my children attend, and my right to bodily autonomy.
At Prism Health North Texas, we try to ensure the health of all North Texas families, which are disenfranchised in many ways. We realize that voting is one way in which you can express your voice. It's very important for you to get out and exercise your right to vote in order to be a part of those decisions and policies which will ensure equity for all people.
And to this day, I still feel like I still get the jitters in my stomach when it's time to vote. Because I do believe my voice does matter. If we all spoke up, if we all did what we had to do, change could actually really come.
So why is voting important to me? I look at voting as a reflection of the quality of our democracy. I compare it to pixels on a screen. Most of us like clear television screens and computer screens. The more pixels that you have, generally speaking, the better quality of the picture, and likewise voting. The more people we have participating in our democracy, it creates a better reflection of who we are as a people and as a society.
Because some of these elections are, decided by only some few number of people, unfortunately.
I do believe that it's important for everyone to have an opportunity to take part in the change that they want to see within their community. Personally, when I think about voting, I don't think about just the effects that it has right now, but as a mother, I also think about the effects that voting will have for my children in the future. So with every decision that I make, I want to ensure that I'm doing the very best that I can for the people that are around me now, for my peers, my friends, and my family, but also thinking about how I vote is also going to affect the legacy that I leave in the future for those to come after me.
So get out to vote, people. It can make a difference.